Hey guys, I'm Raganark and I'm showing you Enhancement Shaman Duels. Here's my talents, feel free to pause it if you need to look at it. So first we're dueling an Assassination Rogue. These are one of the strongest specs in BFA. Now notice how the Rogue's strong burst bursts me right down to a very low percentage of health, but one of the things that's improved greatly about Enhancement is their mail armor has a value again. Like you don't feel like you're wearing cloth anymore like you did in Legion. You actually have a decent amount of survival, exactly where I'd expect it to be. So notice I can keep myself healed up long enough to slowly get this Rogue down and eventually killing him, and he's stunned by surprise that I actually got him down from that low health. Another thing that I like about Enhancement Shaman is its maneuverability. Like, you notice that a few people may have said the Shamans aren't as maneuverable as they used to be. Well, I disagree. I feel like if you know how to use the wolf form, now that it's an instant cast, it is extremely easy to move around. And also, Enhancement has two talents, well, one being an honor talent in PvP, that increase the speed of your wolf form by 10%. One's 10% and your standard talent is 20%. And that makes a huge difference in catching up to people trying to kite you, and even in PvE environments it's great to get around quicker and escape disasters quicker if you need to move out in early quick form. The other thing about the Ghost Wolf talents is they increase your survivability as well. Your main talent, PvE talent, increases the damage reduced by 20% overall once you have the 4 stacks, which accumulates over each second. And the other talent, which is the honor talent, will give you a heal as well, 3% health every 2 seconds, which is great. But there's even Azurite traits you can get on your gear that increase that healing as well. So wolf form is not just a travel form anymore, it's a survival form. It's great for a lot of things, and I'm glad that BFA is adding more utility to that form. It just makes a great reason to use it in more places than just traveling around. Now, here in this Fury Warrior duel, they have some insane self-healing survivals as well if played correctly. I've lost to a few Fury Warriors just because they've simply out-healed me. My self-heals unfortunately have a mana cap, so as soon as I'm out of mana I can no longer heal myself until that regenerates, whereas the Fury Warriors, they can continuously use their self-heal to keep up. So they are also a very strong opponent, just like Assassination Rogue, to get down. Half of them will probably put you up with a really tough fight, and usually I can beat them, but every now and then I'll come up with one who really knows how to exploit that self-healing and that survival and that strong critical burst they do. And as soon as I'm in execute range of them, it's all over for me. So Frost DK and Enhanced Shaman have always been rivals when it comes to bursts. There's always been arguments of which is better and which ones can withstand more of it. In this case, the Enhancement Shaman has less burst. It's been taken away a bit in BFA in replacement of better survival, whereas the Frost DK, it seems to remain in that same spot. It's all about the burst, but fortunately here I can out-survive him purely just by keeping myself alive enough to eventually get him down. So those of you familiar with Enhancement Shaman already, you notice I like to use my Fury of Hair talent. And a lot of people question it, say, you know, Sundering is much better choice, more damage, you know, cool cooldown that has a little CC to it. Why the hell would I choose Fury of Air over that? And my simple answer is, well, I just simply like the playstyle more of Fury of Air. I think it looks cool, I like how it's an AoE, I like how it slows your enemies down, and it's great, in this case, getting rogues out of stealth. So the only downside is you've got to manage your Maelstrom a bit better, as it drains 3 Maelstrom every second. But with the Maelstrom generation being higher than what it was in Legion, you don't run out of it anywhere near as much as long as you manage it correctly. Here I take advantage of the Fury of Air with this Rogue duel, and getting him out of stealth really screws him over, and that's what wins me the duel. Now this duel's a bit different. I actually lost this duel. I just dueled and recorded it because I was fortunate enough to find one of my favourite YouTubers that inspired me to make my channel. He also plays Demon Lock, which is what my main is. You notice my several amounts of Demo Lock videos. But this guy is Lucron. Check him out in the description below. Worth checking out his channel, as he's a very good Demo Lock and he's great at his commentary in Battlegrounds. So a lot of people are playing Mage in BFA, mainly Fire and Frost. One of the cool things about Fire Mage is some of their best legendaries became talents in the game, so a lot of people are still encouraged to play that. Notice that their kiting is quite good. I struggle to catch this guy even with my superior maneuverability in my wolf form. I eventually catch onto him and slow him down enough to kill him, but I have to really take advantage of my Frost Brand and my Fury of Air to keep him slowed enough so I can actually get some swings on him. Most of the time I'm using my Lightning Bolt with enough Maelstrom to do a decent amount of range damage, but beyond that my range damage is quite limited, beyond 20 yards. One other thing that gave me an advantage into beating the Mage is I have a really good interrupt of Wind Shear. So Wind Shear is probably one of the best interrupts in the entire game, as it has a really short cooldown of 12 seconds, and it's got a 30-yard range, which is really far for enhancement being a melee spec. And that's when, whenever he was in that 30-yard range, he wasn't quite realising, so I'd wait till he's right at the end of his Greater Pyroblast cast, and then bam, I do an interrupt and it screws him over hardcore, and then I run up to him and sort of finish him off. And after that, he was even asking me, it's like, what is the range of that? And he wanted to duel me a few more times to test out, you know, where was the best place to stand so he couldn't get interrupted while I was frozen. So as you watch these next few duels, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. So basically, outside of gaming and WoW and YouTube, in real life, you know, I've got a fiance. I proposed to her a few weeks ago. She said yes, so that's probably the coolest and happiest moment in my life recently, which is awesome. Got a good job. I'm a technician. I drive around and basically fix people's technology issues at the house, whether it's their internet connection, their landline phones, their computer having problems. I'm the guy to call, and I do from consumer to small business. It's a pretty cool job. This whole YouTube channel, I just did it purely out of a fun thing to do, something different to do. I like the idea of building something. For those of you who have been watching me recently, like, thank you very much. I've recently hit 100 subs. I didn't think my YouTube would get this far. I know it's small, but it's big at the same time. Like, I think that's super duper cool. One of the things that, well, I think one of my unique things about my channel is I try to be down to earth, straight to the point, kind of chill and relax if I can. Try to be funny even though I suck at it. I try not to be too dry. I know that's one of the things that a lot of YouTubers are. They seem to be super dry, and the ones that I like the most are the funny ones, like Lucron, who I mentioned in the channel. He's hilarious. Seriously, watch his channel if you like PvP and you like humor. He's great. The other thing is, like, is my guitar. Like, I like to, a lot of my videos have background guitar music. That's one of the things that helped boost this channel off to get that first 100 subs. Like acoustic guitar, I just play that. I've been playing since I was about 10 years old, and I'm 26 now. So yeah, 16 years of guitar experience. I don't do anything super fancy. I don't do gigs or anything like that. I just purely do it out of fun. I feel like it's been a part of me just because it's been part of my life for more than half of it now. And yeah, it's just something I like to do, and I thought it would be a nice little different touch to the channel, because most people's WoW videos are just full of doof doof music, and as cool as it is, it does suit. I just wanted to see what it's like. What if I played really chill music to something that's like, you know, really intense, like dueling, for example, or a heroic dungeon, or a mythic dungeon, or raid even. So future videos, you'll definitely see plenty of that, don't you worry, as we go into BFA. Yeah, another cool thing about it is, like, I really love gaming. It's something that's always been my hobby ever since I was a kid. You know, one of the first games I played was Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It was like my very first RPG. Before that, I was into the Game Boy, the old Game Boy Pocket, and then the Color came out, and I played like Super Mario and Pokemon, like the original Pokemon games. They were really cool. And then the PlayStation 2 came out, and played Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy X. Really cool games. go play them if you've never played them before. They've made remakes for PS4 and the Final Fantasy are on Steam now on PC, so check them out as well. And I'm even making some other videos like guides on my channel as well. If you want to make your PC faster, for example, like as I do that for a living, I thought, oh, why not make some guides to help these people out? Like all these people on my channel should have the luxury of me helping them out too. You know, things like cleaning up your PC, how to remove viruses, how to uninstall stuff and clean up all the crap files that gets left behind after you've uninstalled them. Things like that. Like I've always wanted to have part of me share something to you guys. I don't want this YouTube just to be about, oh yeah, clickbait views, blah, blah, blah. I want you guys to get some value out of spending time out of your day watching my videos. Like, I know that's a big deal for some people. There's a lot of you probably limited on time, and if you're still here watching this, that is awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Like, you have no idea how cool this is. It's the most satisfying thing when you've put hours and hours of work into one little video that's, you know, only a few minutes long, and then all of a sudden you're getting all these likes, people saying, great stuff, man, keep it up, you know. It is really cool. And like, if you guys have ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, but you've always put it off, you're like, oh, I'm afraid of not being good enough, and blah, 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 this, that, it's too expensive to start. It's like, mate, seriously, all you need, NVIDIA Shadowplay, that's all I'm using to record my gameplay, pretty easy. Just a microphone. If you use Discord and stuff, that mic will do. Who cares if it's shit quality? Like, just give it a go. Start your YouTube channel, see what ends up, you know, share it with your friends and stuff. Just, if there's something unique that you don't see on any other YouTube channels that you want people to see, whether it's like a cool animation in the game or a cool little bug or glitch or exploit or something cool, or how to make gold or a guide, seriously, get out there and do it, man. Like, I promise you, you'll get views and people will like you, and that's how you start. Like, if you don't start, you're not going to ever get anywhere. So, yeah, definitely encourage you guys to do that. And I'm sorry to, like, sort of ramble on a little bit. Like, I know it's a dueling video, not so much a YouTube review channel. But, nah, just it's something I wanted to say, and I'm glad if you guys are still watching this. That's awesome, man. Thumbs up to you. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to, like, play some chill guitar music as you watch the rest of the video, and peace out. I'll see you next time.
out of range.